Alright everybody, so I want to present you guys with hopefully what will be my final video on the situation. This is something that has to be done, you know, to be out in the open and to clear the air and stomp this thing to the ground once and for all. Because the thing of it is that waking up to things like this over the last 3 days, it's honestly not acceptable, okay? It's honestly very annoying, and it's something that I don't want to have to keep on doing, because number one, it takes time out of my day, takes energy from me when I actually want to make videos that people subscribe here for, and number three, most importantly, it's not fair to all of you guys to have to be delayed, so to speak, when it comes to the actual content that you've subscribed for, right? I mean, the thing is, I've always said to stand up for yourself and all that stuff. But there comes a time, man, where it's just like, okay, enough is enough, okay? So this right here is going to be, hopefully, my final video on this situation. So, pretty much, first of all, it's like, ever since my last video, man, this situation just kind of blew up. Holy cow. And I'm just like, come on, man. You gotta be joking. You really gotta be joking. It's like, just admit that you're wrong. Just, you know, take back the autism remarks you made about me, man. So, first things first, I would like to present you guys with a first screenshot here that you'll be seeing right now. And this right here, okay, this right here, I had quite a few of you guys not only send this to me in the DMs and on messages on Facebook and stuff like that, but you guys also had your own reactions to this, and I am just like, oh my god, it's like, you got to be joking, man. Like, this right here, it's like, this is beyond pathetic. Let me read it to you. It says, sounds like you mad that Crasher is so mentally handicapped that he can't prove one point about me in non-stop rants. His life is a sad lie. Okay, it's ironic how you use the word lie in this tweet when the entirety of your tweet is a lie. Because, number one, my initial point about you the entire time is that you are a bigoted bully, and this right here proves it beyond a shadow of a doubt. His life is a sad lie. That is also not true, because if my life was a sad lie, then I wouldn't be a real hero. But you know what? If I was to make remarks like that, then yeah, my life would be a sad lie. So that right there is done, and that right there is just, it's another example as to why, you know, this guy has obviously no idea what he's talking about, and also sounding like a complete bully through all the stuff that he doesn't have any idea what he's talking about, you know? It's like, if you don't know anything about me, or anyone for that matter, don't say anything at all. I mean, it's that simple, man. So, I apologize for this video also being on the spot. I'm on my Twitter right now and just going to be scrolling through a few things right here, and I'm also going to be posting screenshots as I am talking about them one-on-one. So this right here, okay, this right here comes from, all these screenshots here come from my friend Jason. Thank you, by the way, for, you know, saving these screenshots and showing them to me, because this is stuff that needs to be said, and this is stuff that needs to be shown once and for all. So this screenshot says, I literally did not know Crasher is actually autistic. Well, here's the thing, you know, this is what I've always been thinking, right? You know, if you don't know 100% of something, then don't say it, okay? And if you don't know that someone is actually autistic or have some sort of disability, whether it be physical, mental, or emotional, then don't make cracks about it. It's that simple, man. But you chose to say what you said to try and sound more edgy when in actuality you sounded so much more as a bully, which is exactly the point initially since the start that I have proven time and time again. And you know what? It's like, now I don't even have to try anymore. The screenshots speak for itself. So let's go ahead and let's move on here. We have ourselves the next screenshot here, which states, and I quote, also, I don't think that his autism should fully excuse him of his actions. His conditions doesn't force him to make videos. Alright, something that you ought to learn about me, Verlis, if you're actually watching this video, is that I have never used my disability in any way, shape, and form as an excuse. Yes, I've talked about it, but that doesn't mean that I'm using it as an excuse. I know people out there who use their disabilities as an excuse. I'm like, come on, man. I mean, you're better than that, okay? Hell, there are people on YouTube that use their disabilities as an excuse, you know, proven. But I'm not going to give any names because it ain't about them. This is about you and me, okay? So the thing is that if you actually knew a shred about me, aside from the rant videos that you automatically assume are all false, which I think that you really ought to sit down and watch and listen to what I have to say, because there's some stuff that I say that is irrefutable evidence. But hey, this ain't about that. This here is that situation right now. I have always gone out of my way to look for criticisms from people, and I've said, man, I've said constantly to people, I've said, listen, man, if there's anything that I've ever said and done that either you didn't like or that it is incorrect, then, you know, please tell me, and I will do what I can to fix it. In fact, there have been people who called me out for my mistakes, and I have done everything I could to fix those mistakes, along with a genuine, deep-hearted apology, because depending on the severity of the mistake, I feel really bad, you know? So, the second part, his condition doesn't force him to make videos. I'm not entirely sure what it is you're talking about there. If you're talking about me making videos in general, no, my condition doesn't force me to make videos because of that. I make videos because this is what I love to do. I love to inspire and entertain. That's all I love to do here in my life. That's all I love to do, you know? That's what I feel like I was put on this earth to do. That's what I feel like I was born to do, you know? Like, yeah, I work security, I work full-time jobs, this, that, and everything else, but my real passion comes through entertaining and inspiring people, putting smiles on their faces, making them have more hope, you know, making them feel like that, you know what, they can turn to someone, whether it be they need their dose of entertainment or inspiration, or whether they need to talk to somebody, because I'm a very open person. You know, I have talked to and helped so many people when they needed to vent to me about their situations and all that stuff, and it honestly was truly an honor in that regard, because of all the people that they could have talked to, they chose to talk to me. So, you know what? It's like I have every single right to make videos here on YouTube, and anything that you say and do is not going to stop me. Plain and simple. So, up next, let's go ahead and take a look at the next screenshot here. So it says, I can accept it as validation of his behavior in video, but not the action of publishing it. Again, it's like, I don't understand what it is that you're trying to say here, dude. I don't understand what you're saying here. I mean, like, I would appreciate if maybe you had worded it better, because I am literally stumped when it comes to this right here. I can accept it as validation of his behavior in videos, but not the action of publishing it. Of course, Jason ended up remarking, you mean the behavior of his fictional character he plays, and why shouldn't he publish his videos? So perhaps maybe he doesn't know that I do play a fictional character in my videos, unless I state otherwise, and, you know, the otherwise being an example of right now, where I come at you guys completely out of character, and I come at you guys as myself. So I really don't even understand what he's trying to say here. It just sounds like a bunch of rubbish to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and move on here. So let's go ahead and move on to the next screenshot here. I believe, is this the last screenshot here? Yes, it is. So let's go ahead and let's get into it. So do you know the story about Crasher? I didn't know if he was legit autistic or not. He just rants about me nonstop, so I'm going to call it out. That entire tweet is a bunch of BS. It is a bunch of crap. And here's the thing. If you don't know that someone has something wrong with them, then don't make assumptions and don't make jabs at that person by using disabilities as insults. Because not only do you hurt that person if they actually are autistic or if they have something else about them, but you end up hurting other people who are autistic, you know? And this right here is just, it's honestly really sickening that this is your way to justify it by saying that I rant about you nonstop, so you're gonna call it out? Rant about you nonstop, okay. Take a look at the 1,200 plus of my videos. I'd say probably about 1-2% maximum of all my videos have had something to do about you or directly about you. That isn't nonstop. In fact, I haven't even spoke a word about you since my last video in 2016. So for you to say that's nonstop and for you to try and use that as justification, that is a load of crap. That is without a doubt a bunch of lies right there. And that honestly, it just goes to show that it's like you literally have no case for yourself. You literally have no case. So this right here is where you just gotta man up and apologize, dude. You just gotta man up and apologize for what it was that you said. Because the thing is, man, is that like, if like anybody, okay, anybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. I have made mistakes, okay? I've made more than my fair share of mistakes, but you want to know what separates you from me, man, is that I man up and I apologize and I go out of my way. I make sure that the mistake that I made is more than fixed and corrected. Whereas you, on the other hand, continue to make it worse by making excuses, playing victim, trying to make the other person that you wronged look even worse about themselves. I mean, seriously, man, like you have so much power and influence that it's sickening how this is how you behave behind the scenes. Not to mention by saying crap like that in the past that you said about me and making autism remarks. You do realize that there are a lot of younger fans that watch you, right? There are a lot of younger fans that watch you. And when they see that you're able to constantly get away with that kind of behavior, their young impressionable minds are probably going to think, hey, you know what? Maybe I can get away with this by saying this, that, and everything else at school, when they come to the sad actualization that, hey, you can't get away with that stuff, and now you're in a lot of trouble. So maybe, just maybe, you ought to be more of a positive influence on your fan base, okay? Like, it's really not that hard. You got, what, almost 370,000 people that are subscribed to you and support you? That's a lot of people, dude. And the good majority of them, I'm willing to bet, are still in school somehow, you know? In any form of school, whether it be elementary, junior high, high school, hell, maybe even college or university. The thing is that we're talking about the young portion of your audience. They see this kind of crap and see that you're not being punished for it. They think that it's perfectly okay. That's what they're likely going to think because, like I said, kids have young, impressionable minds. I was there, man. I had a very young and impressionable mind, and whenever I seen something or like heard something and, you know, people didn't get in trouble for it, I'd mimic it, the whole monkey see, monkey do thing. And guess what? I paid for it. I screwed up, and guess what? I never did it again because I learned. So, you know what? Speaking of learning lessons, man, maybe this is something that you ought to learn, okay? That you don't just make insults like that. You don't just say stuff like that without knowing the facts, without knowing the truth, okay? You claim that you didn't know I was autistic. Okay, let's take that with a pinch of salt. If you didn't know I was autistic, then perhaps maybe you shouldn't have made those remarks in the first place, given the fact that there was a very good chance that, hey, maybe this person actually has something with them and I should leave that well enough alone. Maybe I shouldn't be speaking about that. But alas, you did. And this is something that you dug up. This is the bed that you made, so now you gotta lie in it. So, with all that being said there, ladies and gentlemen, that's, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say. That's pretty much all I have to say, man. Like, this is something I didn't want to have to wake up to because this is beyond pathetic. This is beyond petty, you know? But you do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do. And, you know, while I said that I made the promise to you guys, and for all intents and purposes, that promise is still more than intact. When I said that I would never talk about anything to do with Pokemon community drama involving this person, but the thing is I never once made the promise to say that I wasn't going to stand up for myself, because this is beyond any sort of opinion or whatever. This is personal, okay? When you make a personal attack, that right there is beyond all grounds to stand up for yourself, okay? That's something that you have an inalienable right to do. And that's pretty much all I have to say about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, take from that what you will. But I am done with this situation, and I know you guys are too, okay? This right here is just honestly... It's something that is just like, come on, man. Like I said, this is something that you guys didn't come here to see. This right here is not the kind of content that I want to make, okay? This is bull crap. This is crap is what it is. But It's something that has to be done because I am not just going to lay down and die. I'm not just going to be someone's doormat and wipe their shitty shoes over. I'm done, but I'm also not going to be taking this crap anymore. I'm not. I'm sorry. I don't give a crap how big or small you are. I'm not taking it. I told you I'm not taking it. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I do have one final thing to say. Not in regards to this situation. That situation is done. Washed my hands of it. And hopefully, I don't have to dirty my hands in this situation ever again. But if I do, then so be it. But this here is to address all of you guys. And I just got to say, man, thank you guys all so very much for the amount of support and the love that you guys have shown me, you know, not just for my content, but in this situation right here. Holy crap, man. I'm just like, I am beyond exhausted right now. And the thing is, I just woke up too. I just woke up. Maybe I'm exhausted because I slept over 12 hours. I don't even know. But man, oh man, I just gotta say, it has been one hell of a few days. It has been one hell of a few days, man. But you want to know something though? This right here is a situation that we can simply rise together with. You know, we can simply rise above, rise up stronger than ever, because it's funny how situations like this occur, and instead of doing damage, it actually brings us much closer together, making us even stronger. So, you know, it's funny how that works. It really is. But guys, you know, I just want to say that I am sorry that that you don't come to see videos like these. I am sorry that, you know, that you're probably not too happy with me making another video about this, but the thing of it is, man, is that it's like I said, I know what I said and I know what I promised, but this has nothing to do with the thing I promised. This right here is strictly personal. This right here is strictly about me standing up for myself, which, like I said, I have every right to do so, just like you and just like everybody else. But guys, like this right here just goes to show why I say that this is the best community that there is, because you guys did not waste any time whatsoever in standing up for me, man. Like, holy hell. And even someone who was a you know, not only a fan of him, but also a fan of mine / friend, like even picked up for me and stood up for me. So I'm just like, wow, like that right there means a lot coming from you too. Like, it honestly does, man. It honestly means so much that it's coming from all of you guys. It means so much coming from all of you guys that you guys have been there to support me through this situation. Things like this ain't easy to deal with, man, but it's like, you know what? You got to stand up on your own 2 feet and you got to say, listen, man, enough is enough. I don't care who you are. I'm standing up for myself, and if I get my butt kicked, then I get my butt kicked. But the thing is that you never ever stay down. You can beat me down, you can beat me down, you can beat me down. Just like when you got me beat, guess what? I rise up like the Undertaker and I proceed to destroy the bully. I proceed to destroy the target, so to speak. That's something that my friend Sky actually ended up making reference to, so shout out to you, by the way. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not going to waste any more of your guys' time here with this video. I apologize once again for this being another on-the-spot and unexpected video. But with that said, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you guys thank you guys very much for your support through this situation. And I will get back now to making the content that I actually planned on making today. So with that being said, thank you guys all very much for watching this video. Much love to you guys. Like, seriously, I can't say that enough, man. I love you guys from the bottom of my heart, man. You guys are truly amazing. You guys are truly a blessing, man. So thank you guys all very much for watching and for all the love and support. And I will see you guys in the next video. Subscribe, support, and most importantly, stay positive, my friends, because you know that I'm going to be staying positive no matter how bad things get. Woo!